The Crescent City, home of jazz, the birthplace of Mardi Gras, one of the biggest celebrations in the country. But most importantly, our venue for tonight's show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monster Beam MP Round 3 at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm your co-host, The Pain 34. I'm here in my house, Double A 99, and we are back once again with another wonderful show of trucks, of carnage, chaos, and madness, everything in between. Yeah.
The Caesar Superdome. Honestly, he said it himself. Took the breath away from me. Here at ground level, you can see all the jumps that we have set for these trucks. We have a lot of new ones on the lineup as well, so we're gonna see who will be able to put on the performance that will wow the crowd and wow the judges and earn them a trophy and a spot in the history books as one of the greatest.
Definitely a lot on the line tonight, even though it's still early on. It's still a lot on the line, and it means a lot to me as we got one of the trucks here, Shell Shock. It means a lot to me because this is my home, so I'm hoping we have one of the greatest shows here tonight. Might be a little biased there, but yeah.
As we see Shell Shock coming out for the first run of the night, we're going to see what these trucks are going to be able to do with this track. A slightly different look for some trucks here tonight as he's going to floor it, hits the jump immediately, and we are go for the first run.
Shell Shock, another first comer here tonight. We had a lot of them last week. And we're starting off with another rookie here tonight on two wheels.
Oh boy.
Over on the other two wheels.
Oh
trying
boy.
to bring it back. And
is it over already? No. He's still going.
He brought it back. Wow. It was almost over for Shell Shock. But no, he shocked us all there with bringing that truck back from the dead.
The snapping turtle ready for some action here. Kind of ironic that we got the snapping turtle here in Louisiana, but
Yeah, there definitely is some irony there. As Shell Shock learned the track here, a little bit of a spin out. He's gonna go into a sky wheelie there.
Oof. Some interesting tricks going on here as he popped it in reverse. More than a minute in now, as he goes backwards over the step up ramp.
I don't think Shell Shock came out here with much of a plan. He's just going with whatever works for him, and honestly, I can't be too mad at him about it.
And just like last week, we're seeing the truck already starting to lose a nose as we have the Morgan & Morgan backflip lined up. Beautiful execution from Shell Shock, almost losing every body panel that he has on the truck, but that was a good execution.
Yeah, and there goes the nose mid-air over the ramp. Beautiful landing, though. As Shell Shock's going to go into a donut.
Into a cyclone.
And
how
our
about
first
that?
One, we didn't see none of these at Tampa. So definitely refreshing to see that this trick hadn't died. And he's going to end off his run tonight over a ramp into a small wheelie there.
Coming to quite the stop there.
And that is Shell Shock, ladies and gentlemen.
As a great run from Shell Shock. We're going to see how the judges are going to feel about that. Still the same scoring that we saw back at Tampa. But, a lot of great tricks here. A lot of beautiful saves as well from this turtle.
I agree. It was definitely a great way to start off tonight. He's going to score 15.5 here.
15.5. I believe, wouldn't that have got him like a top 5 last week if he performed?
It would have just barely missed the top 5. I think that would have been around 6th to 8th range.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, great run to start off as we now have Lucas Stabilizer coming out here. A bit of a different looking truck. He looks a lot like a semi as they're already in trouble. Oh, already on all 4 wheels again. But that was one heck of a way to start your run, I'd say.
Might want to take his CDL after a roll like that, but Lucas Oil Stabilizer, obviously one of our sponsored trucks here tonight. But looking to come out and have a great showing. That is a rough landing there for a jump.
Already has something just hanging from the truck. Looks like a rear sway bar.
Let's see how bad that will affect him tonight.
Throwing the truck around, trying to find where they can go. It seems he's having a little bit of trouble putting the power down and around the corners as he goes for the step-up ramp. Beautiful air. Nice little mini sky wheelie. Oh.
And, you know, for a truck named the Stabilizer, hasn't been all too stable here so far, but
It looks like the rear steering might be locked up on this truck right now as we have. Oh, no, that's a big hit on the nose. Can you pull it back?
he's trying. He's trying. I think it might be over.
And it's done.
Yep.
With so much more on the table, I gotta say that has got to be a disappointing run for your first run in this series.
It was definitely unfortunate. Lucas Oil Stabilizer. It was just. It had promise. It had promise, but it was just too much to be desired. He's going to get 11.2 here.
Oof. Yeah, from the get-go, he was already rolling over, so that kind of set the tone for the rest of the run. But that, honestly, if he was able to land that trick and was able to continue on, he probably would have been able to get a really good score.
I definitely agree, and this is why, ladies and gentlemen, finding your rhythm in these freestyles is so important.
As we see Jester coming out here. Oh, pretty crooked off the first jump already. We saw this guy's teammates last week with Kraken and Excalibur come out at Tampa Bay. We're going to see Jester come out as well here today at New Orleans.
He has a lot to show tonight if he doesn't want to be the laughingstock of his garage, of the team garage, leaving this event. Jester making his debut tonight.
You say that joke on purpose? You had to have.
No comment.
Yeah, the Jester definitely being somebody to entertain the crowd and the judges here today if he really wants to get a good score in. You know, like you said, doesn't want to be the laughingstock of anything. But yeah, is he hitting these jumps pretty well so far, I'd say.
I would definitely agree with that. Going over another ramp here. A good run so far. A good run so far from a Jester. As we're going to reach the minute mark here. So slide around, go back over the step up ramp. Great air there. Lands on all fours. A little bouncy.
Very bouncy on the landing. It looks like he's going to throw it into a cyclone.
And that is already 2 more cyclones than we got from last week.
Ooh. He's still going.
Holding it, holding it.
Oh, and he might be lining up for the backflip ramp. Yes, he is. Beautiful air. Pulls off a little...
Into a stoppie.
Yeah,
a little bit of a...
little front wheelie. And oh, no!
Oh, and there goes the front steering. He's going to flip it over, and that's... Can he say nope? Yeah, that's going to do it for Jester. Wow, what a way to end your run. Very... wreaking havoc on your truck there.
I will say one thing, there is clearly not going to be any laughing in the garage from the Jester camp anymore. That is going to be a lot of work to do to continue on. But that's going to take the lead with a 15.9, 0.4 more points than what Shell Shocked had got.
And even though the judge usually frown upon crashing late in the run, and barely not finishing out the time, I think they really like the way Jester ended his. I wouldn't even blame him. That was just a great ending. As our next truck comes out here, another new one here.
Vendetta, definitely a new truck. A really cool looking truck, I will say. Definitely one of my favorites when it comes to design and paint scheme. But definitely a truck that obviously we haven't seen yet and could have a lot of potential for a great run.
I agree. It kind of reminds me of the old blacksmith truck a little bit with the paneling. Not too much in design, but as he's gonna hit some of these ramps here, just gets to get a little warmed up here.
Hitting those crushed cars as he gets a nice little sky wheelie there into a slap wheelie as he lands it.
And it's going to slide back around. Not quite going for the backflip ramp just yet.
Ooh, he's lining it up for possibly it's some two-wheel skills. There it is, into a stoppie, backing it up over the step-up ramp. He's holding it for quite a while now.
It's going to kiss the dirt there in the process. And
ooh, into a wheelie off the step-up ramp. I gotta say, that was pretty cool.
I definitely enjoyed that trick. He brought it back down. Another wheelie here.
Still has his nose attached to the front, though, so I don't think any eBay sales are going to be happening tonight other than the first couple runs that we've had.
I don't know. It's waving to the crowd right now. Looks like it's ready to go.
It's trying to hold on, definitely. He's going to tag the APAC ramp. Goes over the crush cars again, and there it goes.
Yep, there it is.
And he's in trouble.
There he goes.
Beautiful save.
Oh, bring it back. Wow.
Ooh, might be in trouble again.
Back on 2 wheels. Oh, this one a little bit easier to bring back, though.
Like it was meant to be over the APAC. Oh, that's a horrible hit on the nose.
And that's looks like it's going to be the end of Vendetta's run here tonight with 5 seconds left. Honestly, this was a great run, though. I enjoyed this run. I think this was a great run here from Vendetta tonight.
This run could easily be a contender for one of the best ones on the night, but then again, we are only 4 trucks in, believe it or not. Pretty early to be 4 trucks in, probably because of the first couple that ended a little bit early. Only 3rd place for Vendetta, 14.6 is where it lands, but yeah, that's kind of unfortunate for Vendetta and his crew.
Yeah, but I would say he did not disappoint tonight. I wouldn't walk out sad one bit after a performance like that.
As our next truck is coming out, Backwards Bob. Are you confused yet, Depp?
Just a little bit. We got our world's greatest backwards driver here looking to make a show tonight.
Definitely not Tomater, but you know, Backwards Bob is it's one of those trucks that you will know immediately, or you'll see it and you'll immediately think, what the heck is that? What is going on? Why is he in reverse? But nonetheless, you can see it right there. The driver facing out as he's on 2 wheels. Beautiful save. And he's going into a slap wheelie. Now on 1 wheel. Oh my goodness.
As he's going to bring it back, though.
Ooh. Going across the center pod a little bit unconventionally, but that still worked, and he still pulled it off pretty dang well.
Yeah, I'm a little quiet this run because I'm just trying to grasp what I'm looking at right now with this truck.
just a little confused. You see him pull off a slap wheelie, but it looks like he's doing a stoppie. You see him doing a stoppie, and you think he's doing a wheelie, but you know, you never really know what you're gonna get with this truck, as he's gonna do the exact same thing back to back, hitting that same racing ramp. So getting some solid air from it nonetheless, so more power to him. But you know, less than 50 seconds left in his run. We're gonna see what else he can do here.
You think he ever gets confused in the cab of that truck?
Probably not, because he's in the driver's seat, so he can't really see a whole lot. If anything, it's going to confuse him, it's the fact that he's looking out the back of the truck and he can see the front wheels pointing the other direction. But other than that, I think he's all good. Beautiful air from the step-up ramp.
All good.
Ooh, on 2 wheels. Oh, and Backwards Bob is going to hit the backflip ramp in reverse. Ooh, hard hit on the nose. Not enough rotation. Oh, and that's on it. He's on his lid. 5 seconds left. Can he save it? He does. Pulls it back immediately right as the time buzzes off. And that was...
Tried to hit.
That was an interesting run.
Tried to hit a backwards front flip, a frontwards back flip. I don't know. He tried to hit it. It just didn't work out too well to end off his run, but honestly, not too bad from Bob here.
Believe it or not, that backflip attempt was in reverse, but that's going to give him the lead with a 16.5. That is an incredible score for Backwards Bob, especially for him coming out here for the first time.
I want to say that part of that came from the fact that the judges might have thought he was driving backwards the whole run.
That might be it too, but you see him driving back to the garage. But We're going to have our next truck coming out here. It's one of the newest trucks on the Monster Jam roster. He's going full throttle over the step-up ramp. Power Rush, showing the kind of power that he's got here today.
Yeah, definitely showing the power here on his first run. I'm be saying, just gonna be saying debut. Gonna be prepared to hear debut a lot tonight. As half of the field, I'm sure, are out here for their first showings here in New Orleans.
More than half of the field, I believe. Oh, he's in trouble. Pulls it back on the right front.
Brings it back.
Beautiful execution.
Wonderful. Clips the ramp there.
Racing down the racing lane as he's going to swing it around, find his next victim via a ramp. Didn't get much air off of that one, but we'll see what else he can do. You know, could have possibly hurt his truck by going over the step-up ramp at the speed and the height that he did, but he's going to go into a nice slap wheelie there, trying to find the rest of his footing for this run.
I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't just a little bit of damage there off of that. He's going to go into a wheelie here. Oof. Beautiful.
Yeah, there might be a slight power issue with that truck now, especially with how much we heard him revving it through the air, but you know, still a good run here from Power Rush. Not a whole lot going. Oh, no, he's in trouble. Oh my goodness.
Lands it.
Oh my.
What were you saying about not a whole lot on there?
Well, you know what? Now there is something going on, and I feel like that might have just boosted his confidence in order to do some more. Tries to go into a stoppie, and that doesn't really pull through a whole lot. Just ended up wasting just a couple seconds of time, but he's going to go ahead and go back over to the jumps. He's trying to find something else to do in these last few seconds, and he's in trouble.
Well, no, that's something. He found that to do, go on two wheels there. And his time is going to expire here. Just couldn't capitalize off of that crazy landing he had. I don't even know how that truck got back on its wheels, but
I have no idea either. But you know what? He managed to pull it off, and guess what? That's going to get him a pretty good score, I would say. Came out the get-go doing something great with that big jump. A lot of good saves as well. And it's good enough for second. 16.3 for Power Rush. We're going to see who's going to be able to beat that. But it was this move right here that shocked a lot of us. We thought he was done. Flipped over, landed back on all four wheels, and managed to pull it off.
You know, with a name like Power Rush,
here comes
safe, not in the cars.
El Toro Loco coming out on the step-up ramp, and it's a forward momentum backflip immediately to start off the run for El Toro Loco.
And the fans are just going crazy off of that move right there. I haven't seen anything like it.
He said he saw Power Rush go out and do that, and he said, I could do that, but better. And he went out and did that in the first trick of his run, and he's already got a backflip, and he's pulling off a stoppie on the same ramp that Power Rush tried to do it.
You know, he had great showing last week at Tampa, and definitely continuing off of that momentum here tonight. Just going to hit another rim, get more big air.
Cleared
somewhat of a smooth landing, but you know,
cleared the other bodies. He goes into a little cyclone here. I'd like to imagine that El Toro Loco is going to be a very high contender for the win here tonight, purely off of that first trick, as we're just now crossing the halfway mark.
Yes, we did just cross it, and rough landing. Oh, can you bring it back? A little help from the APOC there, bringing that truck back how it was.
Getting some nice air, showing off the smoke. Oh, and he's in trouble again.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh no.
Nah,
he's pulling it back.
This El Toro Loco we're talking about, baby. Nothing can bring him down.
his head is open, but you know, the trick is not yet done, as we got less than 20 seconds left. What can he do next? I like to imagine it's going to be hard to follow up what he did to start off, as he's going to end it with a backflip, and he's a bit in trouble again.
And that's going to end off the run. He brings it back though.
That is a beautiful save. And time has expired, but he's not done yet. It looks like he's going to throw it into a cyclone for us.
And that right rear locked up too, so probably good that he did in the run when he did.
Still going. Oh my goodness, what a run from El Toro Loco. I'd like to imagine that the judges are going to give that a score that we'll not be able to forget. What a first trick, though. I don't think we've ever seen anything like that in a freestyle competition.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think we ever will see anything like that. And 18 flat.
18 flat. That is the highest score that we've ever seen with this system. Obviously is going to put him first place, but what a run from El Toro Loco. I don't think this is going to be something to forget.
I definitely agree, and I'm pretty sure that run would have been good enough for second last week. So
good enough for second. That was the highest scoring points that we've ever seen. Gravedigger got a 17.9 last week.
Oh, well, my deepest apologies. I thought he had 18, but
Air Force Afterburner coming out here, shooting his shot with these ramps, trying to find a way to get himself in the air, just like the Air Force, to, you know, get some solid tricks in.
Yeah, hopefully the government provided him with some wings so he can catch fly a little easier here tonight. As he's going to go back around, hit one of these ramps here. The small step-up ramp's going to just cruise over that one.
As he's going to swinging around, hit the actual step-up ramp, going high in the sky. Solid landing from him. Now, I think it's going to be pretty hard to follow up the act that El Toro Loco pulled. You know, that was quite the run. I think it's going to be really hard to see somebody do something better.
I wouldn't be surprised if he won it tonight off of that alone. But Afterburner starting to get a little bit more air through these ramps.
You know, we haven't really seen him in competition a whole lot either, so he's probably got a little bit of a classic Monster Jam approach to it, not really doing not doing like too much when it comes to high air, you know, just hitting these jumps the way he can, crushing these cars, all that good stuff, but still getting that great air.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, what a save. It got me speechless. I thought he was done.
A little bit of a two-wheel cyclone there to add on to it. That was wonderful from Afterburner.
Oh, and he's lining it up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp with 15 seconds left on the clock. Here he goes.
Nails it.
Beautiful. Perfect from Air Force Afterburner. He's going to gun it towards the racing ramp, and that is going to be time done for Afterburner. What a great run from him.
I agree. Definitely a great run from Air Force Afterburner. He left everything on the table for this run. I have no complaints. I think that's good for a podium run so far after what we've seen.
If not a podium, then definitely a top 5. That was quite a good run. Third place so far, 16.5. Point half of what El Toro Loco got. That's the same score that Backwards Bob got, but looks like the officials are going to give second place to Backwards Bob, so that means that Air Force Afterburner will be third, even though he's still got the second most scored.
Still made our troops proud with that one. And here we are, Mohawk Warrior, a great looking truck here, looking to have a great run. You know, you look good, you drive good, right?
Who's this barber? I want to go see him real quick. I might need a haircut myself.
Oh,
hits the A-pad ramp.
Be excited to see
that was a beautiful. Oh, maybe not so beautiful as he's on his sidewalls, and he pulls it back. Beautiful save from Mohawk Warrior.
Still has his wonderful hair on top, so
I don't know what that is hanging out the side of the truck, but it's kind of looks like piercings on the guy on the side design as he's gonna hit the racing ramp into a slap wheelie. Beautiful slap wheelie from Mohawk Warrior.
Yes. Oh, almost flipped it over right there too.
Ooh, his front nose is starting to feel it. Oh, and there goes the front tires as well. That definitely felt something.
Yeah, he's definitely lost front steering on that truck. Looks like But he's going to continue on. He's going to try to make the most out of what he got right now.
Yeah, you're definitely right. No front steering on that front truck at all. He's going to have to use the rear steering exclusively for this. But it looks like he might actually take this as an advantage and just throw it into a cyclone.
And a good cyclone at that. He's killing it.
Oh my goodness, how long can he hold it?
Okay.
Up until then.
Yep.
Alright, with that front steering gone, we're going to have to see what else he can do. No, he's not going to line it up, is he?
He's lining it up. He's going to try it. The Morgan and Morgan backflip with no front steering.
No front steering, and he's going to attempt it. This man is a madman as he goes for it.
And lands it
Into a stoppie.
My hands are up.
That was incredible.
Amazing. And he's going to hit a ramp off of
Oof. 10 seconds left. What else can he do? It's gonna be hard to pull it around. Oh, and he's up and over.
Oh, and that is gonna end it. There goes the hair doublet if you want to go pick that up to show your barber in the morning. But that's gonna be the end of Mohawk Warrior's run, and the determination to finish the run with no front steering and the balls to hit the Morgan and Morgan backflip the way he did. This was a great run all around. Just amazing from Mohawk Warrior. Really putting it all on the table here. Pushing his truck to the limit. Is good enough for second place with a 16.8.
Second place, and this is another one of those trucks that a lot of people said was robbed of a solid score from San Diego. But, you know, he's definitely making it up here in New Orleans.
It definitely is.
As we have Classroom Crusher coming out with a solid jump off rip. Ooh, lands hard on the back end, doing the same thing that El Toro Loco and Power Rush did. But, you know, he still managed to land it, and he's still going, honestly. So I think Classroom Crusher taking some notes from the rest of his competition.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, school is in session as it's going to go over the ramp here. You think Miss Frizzle's driving that bus by any chance?
She might be. We're going to have to see what else we got, you know, going on with this truck. Because they also have a couple passengers in there as well. I saw El Toro Loco, Dragon, and I believe Sparkle Smash. Yeah, there she is.
Yep. Definitely having the ride of a lifetime in there. Ooh, rough landing there. Put the back wheels directly on the step-up ramp.
Yeah, not even a minute in, he's already going for the backflip ramp in the air. High jump. Oh, and that's a consecutive backflip from Classroom Crusher.
Into a wheelie. Into a wheelie.
That was insane. I don't think we've seen a consecutive backflip yet. Oh, and he's already in trouble. And he's pulled it back on all fours.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be one of the better runs of the night here.
You said school is in session. I believe class is in session too. This man is showing everyone how it's done, but will the judges believe it's good enough to beat El Toro Loco?
I don't know, but I can tell you one thing right now. The bells are definitely ringing with this run. Everything's clicking on all cylinders. He's going to swing it back around. He's going to hit the step-up ramp. One more good time. Major error there.
Ooh!
Oh!
That's
and the rear axle gave out on the landing. It was just too much for the truck to take, and he's
not
still
the
going.
axle. Not the axle. That's the suspension. Oh, that's gonna end his run. He's still trying to drive it though. That's insane. But you know, that was an incredible run from Classroom Crusher, being able to pull off those high jumps and then a consecutive backflip.
Yeah. I mean, just look at these jumps. Just look at the air he got for these jumps here.
Good enough for second, half a point behind El Toro Loco. I can't say I'm disappointed, but I also can't say that I don't think that should have gotten a slightly higher score.
Definitely is an argument for it to have a higher score. That was just amazing.
As we have our next truck coming out, it was last week's champion, Gravedigger, hitting the step-up ramp. Everyone's hitting the step-up ramp off rip because they know that that's going to get you a high score.
Gravedigger looking to make it back-to-back championships And if anybody can do it, it's definitely
Did
Gravedigger.
you see the way he turned that truck around on its nose? That was incredible.
Yeah, have no words for it. It was just a great trick. But as he goes over the ramps here,
There you go, Gravedigger lining it up for yet again another jump. We're gonna see what he's gonna be able to do. Hits the crush cars. Oh, and he's crooked.
oh, can he bring it
Oh
back? Oh no, that's gonna do it.
no!
No,
Gravedigger is done early, not even 40 seconds into his run.
our defending champion, just an unfortunate landing, and yeah, that's gonna put him last here so far.
Started off hot, got a little too greedy on the jump, didn't line it up, didn't take the right time to line it up, and he paid the price for it. Man,
I believe he could have brought that truck back if that rear didn't just collapse on itself.
absolutely. As we
But
see Blue Thunder here coming out for our final run of the night, we're going to see what he'll be able to do and see if he'll be able to contend against El Toro Loco for the greatest run of the night. It's either El Toro Loco or Blue Thunder.
it's definitely going to be a lot to overcome a run like that if Classroom Crusher couldn't do it.
Oh, rolls over.
Do we count that as a front flip? I
Oof.
don't know.
I'd call that a somersault, if anything. But Blue Thunder coming out here and rolling over, but still showing some muscle as he's going to lose his front nose like almost every other competitor has running this series, as he's almost tipping it over. That's one way to turn the truck around, but you know what? I'm all here for it.
You know, Double, I know you're a big Blue Thunder fan. You might want to go grab that panel while you can. If not, you'll be paying a couple thousand on eBay for it. It's going to come around over the step-up ramp backwards. A clean landing there.
I'll see if I can get to that before the officials do, but you know what? Blue Thunder definitely trying to put on a show more than a minute in. Lining it up for the Morgan backflip. There he goes in the air. Gonna try and pull it back on one tire just for a second, but he's still able to land it, and now he's going back out there to hit some more jumps.
Great backflips. A lot of backflips tonight on contrast to what happened last week. That's going to hit.
We're getting backflips in all kinds of different ways. Off the Morgan backflip, the APAC, and off the step-up ramp, of all things, as well. So, Blue Thunder trying to, find, what he can do next to wow the crowd and the judges as he's kind of stuck on the APAC ramp. But,
Try to make a trick out of it, but it's going to hit one more ramp and into a slap wheelie to close out his run for the night. Unfortunately, I don't think it will be enough to beat El Toro Loco, but still
definitely
a great
not.
run to end it off.
Blue Thunder, he put on a solid run, I will say. Definitely not one that would deserve last place, but easily is beatable with everything else that we saw here tonight. But Blue Thunder putting on a show. It's going to put him 9th out of all the scores, 15.1.
Wow.
That's kind of low, I'll be honest with you. That's kind
I
of
agree,
disappointing
yeah.
from what we got from everybody else. That should have at least been 6th.
I agree, but that just goes to show how heavy the competition was tonight. As the results are going to pop up, El Toro Loco, your champion, definitely building off the momentum he built in Tampa.
I mean, look at all the scores here. They are all separated by just 0.1s, 0.2s, 0.5s, all that you can think of. And then there's that drop off from Lucas Stabilizer and Gravedigger. Gravedigger being the most disappointment here tonight. But other than that, who else stands out to you here on the result sheet?
For me, I gotta give a shout out to Classroom Crusher. Coming out his first showing, getting second with a 17.5. He left everything out there on the track tonight, and I have no words. I'm just speechless. That's how you make a name for yourself in this series. You come out, you leave everything out, and there's just no room for error. I just gotta give my props to Classroom Crusher. Just an amazing performance tonight. great way to start your career off. He's going to be something special in this series.
Absolutely, and then Shell Shocked as well, being the first one out, still being able to put up a 15.5, I gotta say, that is also pretty impressive.
I agree, and one more I gotta give it to Power Rush. I think he was the one to start off these high velocity jumps that we got to see later in the show tonight.
And then did this.
Yeah, and then that was, I'm still not over that, but yeah, gotta give another shout out to Power Rush there. He the one who really helped this show get kicked off here, let everybody let loose a little bit.
But yeah, that's basically it from tonight's show. El Toro Loco taking home the title with the forward momentum backflip. This has been Monster Beam Madness. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next show, and we'll be seeing you next time.